is on the line here today on EA Sports.
We're getting set now. This divisional play again in the final thought before kickoff.
Well, we have two teams rested, ready to go. They're both very good. And I always say this, be conservative, be safe early in the game.
And this divisional playoff game is officially underway. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pitching. We're expecting a run right up the middle.
And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Charles has got it. Screen play. Rhodes is the one who made the big stop.
Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Bortles standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And to a very ground.
The Cardinals will punt the football. Jackson's going to try and return this punt. Gains 11.
Miller's out wide on the left. 1st down at the 47. To Ebron. Ebron's taken down at the 33. First down at the 33. Over to Ebron. Nipping up.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage.
Second down, about 3.5 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. The Vikings are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. From the shotgun. Jones comes up with the catch. 3rd down.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Vikings in the end zone.
Playoffs are so tough on players and coaches mentally. When you score first in a divisional round playoff game, that is some advantage. Gives you confidence, makes everybody feel good.
Extra point is good. The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff.
Running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Cardinals offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Here
First down at the 19.
Down the field.
And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, this secondary will certainly need to be on point here in the passing game.
Second down now. The Cardinals come out with a split backfield. Bortles got it in the gun to Crabtree. Gains 19. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
The Vikings defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. First down at the 38. Intercepted. Space to work. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
You gotta love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
The Vikings lined up now for the point after.
The Vikings now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Short's going to run this one out. Just across the 20.
The Cardinals are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
The defense gets the sack.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass. Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
On the way, third down. The Cardinals will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. Going for the deep ball. The receiver comes down with it. Somehow he outbattles him for the catch. It was basically a jump ball there, Phil, and both players had an equal shot at it, but it goes to the offense. How did he do that?
Yeah, we see it more and more in the league, don't we? The quarterbacks are taught, if they're both there together, go ahead and give your wide receiver a chance to make the catch. It was tight, it was close, but it went to the wide receiver.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. And the reception by Charles. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going. Defensive line shifting to the right there.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Green's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. At the 16-yard line, here they come. Bortles ready for the snap. Empty backfield. First down at the 16. In his hands, complete, touchdown. I know it's just the first quarter, Phil, but they needed that touchdown. This team was in danger of possibly being embarrassed today.
Oh, the way they were playing, they were getting dominated on offense and defense, and all of a sudden you look up and boom, a quick score by them and they're right back in it.
The Cardinals with an extra point try on the way. Driving extra point is good. The Cardinals ready to kick it away. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Vikings are having a very good day of it offensively, but still, they have not been able to put this game out of reach, Phil.
Well, the defense is struggling. That's why, Jim, and, you know, that's okay. Some days, one side of the football is going to struggle more than the other side. So right now, it's up to the offense to keep being aggressive and keep scoring points.
First down at the 20. Deshaun Jackson on the receiving end. That's his first reception today. The Vikings on offense here to start the second quarter. The Vikings come to the line with an empty backfield. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's wide open for the grab. First down at the 42. Jackson can't bring it in, and the pass falls incomplete. Langford's shifted out wide to the left as a receiver. From the gun. Looking across the middle. Two hands on the football and has the catch. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Got a flag down here. But the hit knocks the ball out. The defense will take the penalty.
Benjamin's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
First down at the 46. Throws the pass. And it's knocked down. Second down after the incompletion. The Vikings with an empty backfield look here. Takes it from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. And it's swatted away. The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion. That timeout by the offense. It's third down coming up. Miller set now, split out wide to the left. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Long ball to Deshaun Jackson.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
The Vikings not punting. Going to go for it on fourth down. The Vikings need to get to the 26 to get a first down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Got a flag.
The Vikings decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
From the red zone. Let's see how they back up the big play here. From the shotgun. Getting away from the pressure. There is a flag out. He's in for the touchdown, but hold on a minute. There's a flag down. There's a flag away from the football.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Langford split out wide on the left. Out of the shotgun formation. And it's batted down. Third down now. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Reaches out and grabs it. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
I think that's playing it pretty safe, throwing that short pass on third and long. I thought he had a chance to throw it down the field. He just couldn't pull the trigger and let it go.
A short field goal try on the way. The kick is through for 3.
They continue to put their stamp on the first half, adding a field goal here midway through the second.
Yeah, it's been a really good first half for the football team. They've played well in every phase of the game. And the other team, well, what can I say? They just didn't show up.
They'll take it at the 20.
The Cardinals taking the field on offense, coming up a touchdown on their last drive, Phil.
Yeah, they did it mostly through the air, Jim, and I love the way how they did that. It was aggressive throwing by the quarterback, and my gosh, is he on target today.
Go, go, go. Move 45. Move left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
The Cardinals will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. Bortles back in shotgun formation.
Launches it down the field. The pass is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Vikings offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
Picks up 8 here. And, Phil, you look at this offense right now. They've got a quarterback who's moving the football through the air, and that's a big reason why they're leading this game.
That's right. That's why they're leading the game. Boy, I'd hate to be a defensive back out there today. The wide receivers are good. The quarterback is hot. They've got awesome rhythm, and that's why they're playing so well.
This play set up by the long gainer. They'll go shotgun here. He's scrambling down.
But it's incomplete.
It's nice to have a good arm and throw the football down the field like this. But that time, just overthrew the open receiver.
The Vikings lined up. Everybody split out wide. The Vikings have it at the 29. Has his target. That's a gain of 8.
That's his first reception today.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Look at that concentration. Touchdown, Minnesota Vikings.
Well, we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The Vikings with the PAT to come. And the extra point is good. Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. And a touchback. The Cardinals just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you
Intercepted! And in for the touchdown.
Well, when you study the offense and you know what they're going to do, you're able to make plays like that. You time the interception perfectly, you make the catch, and you take it all the way back for the score.
He made it. The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Cardinals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
That leads us to second down. Quickly to the line. Airing it out. Easy. Going to take it the distance. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. That touchdown just before the half allows them to get back into the game, not only on the scoreboard, but also mentally, Phil.
Oh, you're right, Jim. It just charges up the players. And also, never forget, coaches are a lot like players, too. You know, they need a confidence boost, so this touchdown is going to give it to the coaches also.
And unable to pull off the onside kick, the hands team comes away with the football.
The Vikings offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
Now 1st and 10. Deshaun Jackson has the catch. After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. The Vikings snap it at the 36. To Ebron. Ebron's tackled down at the 17.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
The Vikings come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. 1st down and 10. Julio Jones with the grab.
1st down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown? Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
1st and goal. Looking across the middle. And it's knocked down.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
2nd and goal from the 6. Takes off with it.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
3rd and goal at the 6.
Takes the hit and throws.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
That'll do it for the first half. We'll be sending you to Larry Ridley back in our studios as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. We're underway in the second half of a most one-sided divisional playoff game. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Vikings come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Jackson's taken down at the 26. Hurry up, 2-minute offense. From the gun. Throws the pass. Over to Ebron. Ebron's tackled down at the 45. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Out of the gun. At it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete. Langford's the receiver, sent out wide to the left. The Vikings will take the snap from the 45, running away from the pressure. The Vikings get a first down.
It's always nice when there's trouble in the pocket that the quarterback's able to run and get outside that pocket and make throws on the run. Nice job that time completing the pass. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Should have had it.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Vikings official. The team is officially rolling him out for today's game with an upper body injury. Back to you.
It's complete. Another touchdown to increase the lead. Obviously, they're not content to just sit on the lead. They're putting the hammer down here early in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah. Listen, this is fun time, man. Keep padding those stats. It's like if you've hit 2 home runs in a baseball game, you don't go up there the last time thinking, well, it doesn't matter. You're looking for that 3rd home run to make it a great day.
Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Cardinals talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Going deep. Make a foot race to the end zone. That's another reception given to.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do is just keep picking up those first downs. We hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
1st and 10. Bortles going to take off with it. Breaks the plane, and it's a touchdown.
Somebody has to keep their eye on the quarterback. Nobody does, and he's able to get out of the pocket and get the long run for the touchdown.
The Arizona Cardinals for the extra point. The point after is good. Lined up, onside kick coming up. As hard as they try, they fail to recover the onside kick.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
The Vikings are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Snap it out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Jackson's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Deshaun Jackson on the receiving end. Gains 16.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
1st and 10. Catch made. Good yardage picked up on that call. 3rd catch today so far.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Now 1st and 10. Catch made. Benjamin's tackled down after a gain of 7.
The Vikings offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Almost intercepted.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Should be what we call a gimme.
The kick is good.
Coach's decision, this was easy. His field goal kicker is hot, so don't even hesitate. You send him out there, and what do you know? Another kick right down the middle.
Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. 1st down at the 20. Looking long. But it falls incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Bortles going to take the snap from the shotgun. Michael Crabtree with the catch.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Bortles completion percentage 60% on the day. He had an open receiver that time and just misfired on the deep throw.
Yeah, I think he got too excited. The fact that he saw a receiver down the field wide open, he got excited. That's why he overthrew it just a little bit.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Charles, the lone setback this time. Bortles on the move, and he's forced to the ground.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power, and it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
The fourth quarter about to begin, and this game is well in hand.
It sure is. It's been just a total dominant performance, a blowout, whatever you want to say. And I give the team a lot of credit. They played well. They had a tremendous game plan. On the other side, it's only one game. Go back, start all over again, and this time next week, you could be the team that's on top.
Here we go. Move for the ace.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
We're into the fourth quarter, and this game has been well out of hand for quite a while now, as this offense has struggled mightily.
Well, they have. And look, the coach of this team has struggled also today. So, Coach, if your feelings are hurt, get over it. You got to keep working on your game. You got to keep practicing, and you try to get better and just do better the next time out.
The Cardinals turn the ball over on downs.
It's the fourth quarter. The game's not over.